What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. I'm back home in my main recording station, so let's hop right into it. Warren Buffett dumps 13.3 billion in stocks. Is this a warning sign for Bitcoin and risk assets? Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway dumped a $13.3 billion worth amount of equities and increased exposure to cash in the United States Treasuries in quarter one. Its last quarterly reporting shows. Meanwhile, it channeled 4.4 billion toward purchasing its own stock and 2.9 billion on the shares of other publicly traded companies. The 92-year-old investor, who has accredited the U.S. economy's growth for the success of Berkshire Hathaway in the past, is no longer optimistic. The majority of our business will report lower earnings this year than last year. The incredible period for the U.S. economy has been coming to an end over the past 6 months. So I'm not sure. I'm not going to speculate on if this is bullish or if this is bearish. But Warren Buffett is definitely an investor who we want to look into. A very successful man. And he's saying that this golden era, the past few years with the run-up of COVID-19, a word I can't say on YouTube, caused a lot of money printing and a lot of economic assets to go through the roof, cryptocurrency included. He's saying we are coming to the end of that now. And Cowboy Crypto tweeted this out. And if you guys do use Twitter, you can find me on Twitter in the video description below. Ripple partners with the United Arab Emirates Bank for cross-border payments. This is a tweet from Watcher Guru from May 8th. And that leads me to this document from Ripple titled Central Bank Digital Currency in the MENA Region. The rise of digital currency across the Middle East and North Africa, that's the MENA region. It's in high growth mode. A 2021 report published in Gulf News noted that the United Arab Emirates regulator has made the issuance of a digital fiat a priority in its 2023-2026 roadmap. In consideration of this regional growth, Ripple established a headquarters in Dubai to support its customers like Qatar National Bank and Al Assan Exchange. They are using RippleNet to improve cross-border payments. And it's not just these two banks that are using RippleNet. Over 100 banks worldwide are using RippleNet. And yes, RippleNet, that software does not use XRP. But in sales, once you make one sale, it's much easier to make the second sale. And the reason these banks do not touch XRP for the most part is because it lacks regulatory clarity. No bank with hundreds of lawyers is going to be recommended by their general counsel to use a unregulated cryptocurrency just because it saves them money and time. That's a good incentive, saving the bank money and time. But ultimately, these banks will not use XRP until there is that regulatory clarity. We know the Dubai Middle Eastern region is the city of the future. There's a lot of innovation. They have all these new sporting leagues, all these new esports leagues. And they're really trying to take a lot of the entertainment industry and put it into the Middle East. And they're doing that as well with the blockchain space by incentivizing through tax structures and other means all these blockchain companies coming to Dubai. If you start a company and you register it in Dubai, you pay zero capital gains tax, which is pretty awesome. A great tweet here from Black Swan Capitalist. And speaking of capitalism, if you guys need a spot to get XRP or Flare, I recommend Uppull. It's sleek, it's simple, it's secure, and it's where I dollar cost average and buy my XRP and Flare every single day. A link to Uppull in the video description below. And if you want $41 guaranteed for free, sign up with Webull and deposit 1 penny. You can get up to $3,000 in free stocks. Typically, you just get $40 to $300, but you're guaranteed $41 in minimum value just for signing up and depositing a penny, potentially a lot more. Don't miss out on your free $41. I'll link to Webull in the video description below. Now take a listen to Ron Paul.
Congress, in essence, has ceded total control of the value of our money to a secretive central bank. Congress created the Federal Reserve, yet it had no constitutional authority to do so. We forget that those powers not explicitly granted to the Congress by the Constitution are inherently denied to the Congress, and thus the authority to establish a central bank was never given.
The end game is to devalue the currency before introducing the new system. And I think this clip is from decades ago, but over the past 2-3 years, I think we can agree we've seen very influential, very pivotal steps that show that this really is the plan. And this is from Cowboy Crypto, a conversation with a moderator over Swift and the CEO of Ripple. Sorry, I'm still waking up. Brad Garlinghouse. And if you guys have learned anything in this video and you enjoy the content, smash that like button. It's free. It's my 30th birthday. So just give me a little bit of a birthday present. Smash the like button. I'm not being too greedy. All right, enjoy the clip.
That you think there's a world where Ripple could take over Swift.
Well, I've also said I thought there was ways we could work with Swift.
Let's talk about that.
Well, I'll start that comment just by saying, look, Swift is owned. I mean, I think Godfrey, by the way, has a very challenging job. Swift is owned by the banks. It isn't a traditionally kind of construct. You have a very strong chairman, in how Citi kind of is an important stakeholder in that. But at the end of the day, Ripple's trying to help financial institutions and banks be successful in the future. How do we enable, Santander to compete more effectively with PayPal, with Amazon, Facebook? And it's not going to be in settlement times measured in days. It's not going to be measured, settlement costs measured in $15+. So I want to see our mission in life really has been, how do we help these financial institutions be successful?
The goal hasn't always been to overtake Swift, but here Brad Garlinghouse says, yes, that could happen, or they could just work hand in hand with Swift. Okay, a lot of these blockchain solutions need parties to work together because it's very hard to create a blockchain that is going to be interoperable and used by all 7 billion people worldwide. In a tweet here from Mickle Markets, quoting CNBC Middle East, says Ripple has spent $200 million fighting the SEC lawsuit. CEO Brad Garlinghouse tells CNBC's Dan Murphy at the Dubai FinTech Summit.
What's your message to the SEC chair as you sit here in the UAE and in Dubai announcing an expansion of your business to this region, given the state of regulation in the United States right now?
Who? No, I'm kidding. All right, so look, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. I find it as a company that started in the United States and as someone who's a U.S. citizen, it's sad. Like, I have sadness about this. The U.S. is getting past not just a little bit, but by a lot. And but the tough thing about this is you have a country that I think has put politics ahead of policy. And that's not a good decision if you're trying to invest in the economy. You're seeing, certainly here in the UAE with VARA, the Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, certainly what's happened recently in Europe with MiCA. The United States is definitely stuck. And Ripple, the case with the SEC, we will spend, the first time I've shared this publicly, by the time it's said and done, we will have spent $200 million defending ourselves against a lawsuit, which from its very beginning, people were like, this
$200 million in a lawsuit against an entity that's supposed to protect investors. Here in the US, when we've had tons of crypto rug pulls, situations like FTX and Celsius, where companies that held people's crypto shut down and hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars was lost. Here we have a company trying to solve a problem in cross-border payments. They've been around for over a decade, trying to do it by the book. And what happens? We regulate them by enforcement. If you guys made it to the end of the video, comment Dubai in the comments section. Thank you for giving me 9 minutes of your day. I do not take that for granted, but when you watch the full video, it really supports the channel. So let me know by commenting Dubai in the comment section below, and subscribe if you enjoy daily quality crypto content. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Until next time.